This is a picture of me asserting my dominance over Master Mode Difficulty Moonlord, the final boss of vanilla Terraria. It was one of the hardest things I've ever done, on par with 100%ing Hollow Knight, Sekiro, and Elden Ring. Getting to this point was a decade-long journey, one that started all the way back when I was a 3rd grader. And now, you're about to watch me take on a full playthrough of arguably the hardest Terraria mod, Calamity, in Revengeance Master Mode. Grab some popcorn and buckle up. This is gonna be fun. Upon spawning, after chopping down some trees and opening my starter bag, I roamed around the surface looking for an exposed cave. I eventually found one in the ice biome, and equipped with my trusty topaz staff, I hopped in, excited to see what loot I could find. I was promptly obliterated by an ice bat, and a trap, and an ice bat again. After unwillingly returning to spawn, I took a quick break to start constructing what would eventually become my base, complete with the beginnings of a elevator. Using the ores I acquired from my 2 short caving trips, I suited up and snagged a musket from the neighboring corruption biome, then continued west until I fully explored the left side of my world. After doing a little more cave exploration and finding a few life crystals, I decided it was probably a good idea to start preparing for boss fights. And before long, I had an unexpected visitor. Arming myself with my newly purchased mini shark and scrounging around for some potions, I readied myself for the fight and died. I decided to table the EOC fight for now, just in time for slime rain. Nothing like beating the stuffing out of King Slime, right? Salvaging the few remaining scraps of my pride, I distracted myself with some Sky Island exploration. I was hoping to find some fledgling wings for improved mobility, but instead I found a flying lab, a fuck ton of iron, and some very, very angry bees. Why the fuck do these bees do 50 damage? It was at this point that I knew gear alone wasn't enough to solve my clear skill issues. I narrowed down the hardest parts of the King Slime fight to 3. The boss's TPing, his annoying gems, and the 8 billion slime minions he spawns. The first I could solve entirely by keeping an eye on the minimap. The second I could dodge by getting good, but doing both of those things while also dealing with the minions was going to be a challenge. I landed on using a platinum bow with piercing jester's arrows whenever too many minions collected, usually after the boss lost a quarter of HP. Whenever I wasn't dealing with the minions, I'd be shooting the boss with my mini shark. And even with this strategy, it took me quite a few attempts before I took him down. Finally. In all honesty, the fight wasn't too bad. The jester's arrows worked like a charm, and the mini shark was surprisingly effective for damage. Even with King Slime murked, I still felt unprepared for the Eye of Cthulhu. I thought I'd tackle a couple more bosses first, namely the Desert Scourge and Giant Clam. For the former, I explored a bit of the underground desert to get the materials to craft the boss spawn item. I knew basically nothing about this boss, so I wasn't sure what to expect. Needless to say, the surprise waiting for me at 50% was,
Surprise, motherfucker. Surprise,
oh, bro,
motherfucker.
come on, you've got to be fucking kidding. So yeah, despite this ridiculous second phase, I managed to hold my own pretty well, meaning that it was probably manageable if I just learned how to dodge. After numerous attempts, I learned the key to this fight, which is to focus on dodging the Scourge's head, a single hit from which does 2 times more damage than any other attack. Even if I got hit by the occasional projectile or nuisance, so long as I watched the minimap for when he was charging, I'd be fine. Damn, that boss music is fire. The main reason I'm playing this mod really is DM DOKURO's music. That shit is pure gas. I then made my way down to the sunken sea to test the Scourge's gear against the giant clam, an endeavor which proved to be no challenge whatsoever. This convinced me that it was finally time to take on the Eye of Cthulhu. With the added mobility from my newly minted Spectre boots, beating the EOC was now just a matter of kiting and using strategic recalls whenever I ran out of arena space. With a few more bosses under my belt, I had also shaken off most of the rust from my year-long hiatus, so I was able to defeat the Eye of Cthulhu without any major setbacks.
Nice.
After doing a few extra boss kills, I set my sights on the next Calamity boss, Crabulon. Much like the Scourge, using the minimap was a winning strategy to keep distance while also watching for an incoming attack.
Got him. That worked.
Next was the Eater of Worlds, a fight that I had struggled with for a long time in my Master Mode run, despite the twist for this boss being literally spawning it 4 times. On my first attempt, I said this: I think this is very doable. I don't think there have ever been words uttered that have aged more poorly. When I say this fight absolutely beat me into the ground, I mean it literally. All the momentum I had from beating Scourge, Eye of Cthulhu, Crabulon, evaporated. I actually ended up having to back away from the fight for a bit. I was getting so frustrated that it was impacting my ability to play the game. In the meantime, I went and did the Acid Rain event in the Sulphurous Sea. From the event drops, I was able to craft this nifty little summon, a surprise tool that will help us later. Well, more like now, because on my next attempt with the EOW, I spawned it on a whim and almost coated my monitor in white gel. Even after finding this goated summon, it still took me several attempts to beat him. This is the final run and my reaction.
Fuck me, I'm gonna die. Oh my god! Oh my god! Fucking finally! Oh my... Yeah! Oh, the fight is so fucking hard! Oh my god!
So after that harrowing experience, I was ready to kick back and relax, coast by a few more easy bosses, and take down the Wall of Flesh. But our favorite mod had some other plans. The Hive Mind, an innocuous, brain-shaped boss spawned by killing a hive tumor in the corruption. This fucking piece of shit took so damn long to beat, I had to literally go through my PC's hard drive to make space for the hours of recording it took me to kill him. Let me show you why this boss sucks so much, alright? First phase, easy. You just dodge his stupid projectiles and watch for his teleporting. No big deal. In his second phase, he teleports and orbits around you, spamming his stupid fucking vile spit. For his third phase, he does the same stupid shit for phase 2, but he's way faster, and every time he teleports, he spawns 4 different enemies, one of which spawns these stupid fucking rain clouds that do 70 damage and can't be killed. You might be thinking, gee Jacob, that fight doesn't look too bad. You were handling it just fine. And yeah, I was. after hours of trying to find a workaround for all the bullshit this boss throws at you. See those blocks that I placed at the top of the arena? Yeah, they're the only way I could deal with the dark hearts and the rain clouds. See the drone thing that I used to beat the Eater of Worlds? That's the only way I could deal with the boss's vile spit. See the volcano? Whoa, wait. What the hell is this?
Really as simple as using the volcano. Are you fucking serious?
Okay, let me just explain what happened there. The volcano is a melee weapon that is normally absolute dog shit, and it was able to nuke the Hive Mind's HP in seconds. After all the effort I put into making the other stuff work, all it took to win was using the worst weapon in the game. That's it. I'm fucking done. Your mod fucking sucks. It's your fault that I'm bad at the video game. Fuck off, you stupid fucking nincompoops. Send. After scooping up a ton of aerialite ore from some sky islands, I dripped myself out with a new set of armor, tools, and weaponry. I also finally got some new accessories. At last, after 20 hours of gameplay, I have wings. With all the new loot and gear I'd been getting from boss fights, I realized that now was a good time to expand my base. I'd planned to only work on the storage section, but what I ended up doing was a 3-hour remodel, involving hundreds of explosives and thousands of blocks of Ebonstone. As someone who normally only focuses on the combat in Terraria, I was pretty proud of how my base turned out. But regardless, I had sat still for too long. My newly forged Windblade was itching for some fresh boss blood. My next target, Queen Bee. This victory left me with only 3 bosses in pre-hard mode: Skeletron, the Slime God, and of course, Wall of Flesh. I was somewhat dreading the changes that Calamity had made to Skeletron, but I was pleased to learn they didn't massacre my bony boy. They made it so his hands respawn, and his head now shoots a lot more skulls. Also, he can teleport, because why not?
Fuck, I am dog shit in the video game. Oh my god, yeah, bro. Let's try talking to next one. Wait, the skull splits? Oh my. I love a Fortnite, bro. Oh! Oh my god, I did it! Oh my god, I did it! Oh my god! Holy crap! Oh, let's go, baby. Oh, today is a glorious day.
This boss might be tied with Desert Scourge for my favorite of pre-hard mode. The changes they made were great, and it was super cool seeing his hands respawn. Also, it didn't make me want to punch a hole through my monitor in frustration, which was a nice change of pace. I wasted no time before jumping into the dungeon. I was looking for 3 things: the majestic Miramasa, the kawaii cobalt shield, and the beloved bewitching table. I wanted to find the mechanic too. She is an absolute baddie. And believe me, I am not letting the Goblin Tinkerer hit. Up next was the penultimate boss of pre-hard mode, the Slime God. This was an interesting one, to say the least. On my first attempt, it seemed like all the fight entailed was 2 king slimes at once.
Oh, hi. Oh, you are ugly. Holy. Damn, you're ugly.
From what I could tell, it didn't seem like a bad fight,
Oh,
but on my second
25.
attempt, this happened.
Oh, you little piece of shit. That's not a great place to go. What? What? You're not supposed to do that. I don't think you're supposed to give me that. It's not a trap, right? Like, I mean, I didn't even kill him.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is a Calamity bug, a Terraria bug, or somewhere in between. Of course, I could have just counted this as a kill and moved on, but that's fucking lame.
Shit.
Slime God, or like Slime Discord mod. Now the only thing standing between me and a hard mode Calamity was one massive meaty slab of flesh. And believe me, I'm trained in the art of taking absolutely massive meaty slabs of flesh. Let's do this.
Come on. Oh, shit. I did it. Oh, my Christ. Dude, my heart's actually, like, pounding. Hold on.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is all of Calamity pre-hard mode in Revengeance Master Mode difficulty. If you can't tell, I'm kind of ad-libbing this, but I just wanted to say thank you for watching. This is the most editing I've ever done. This is probably like between 15 and 20 hours of being in Premiere. I've had a lot of fun. This video has gone through a lot of iterations over the 2 weeks I've been working on it. So I just want to thank you for watching and investing your time in my content. I fully intend to do a hard mode and post Moonlord playthrough. I'm definitely going to keep playing Calamity because this mod was so much fun. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.